Hi YouTube. This is fun when you can play with your hair with your kitty cat. He actually loves my hair because I actually play with him with it. And when one falls out, I usually let him play with it because sometimes my hair like actually breaks off. It sucks. But not always does it happen. And so like I had a little breakage and it's made me a little sad, so that's why I'm wearing my bandanas. Can't even talk. My bandanas. Look at this cute little note. It says, Kimberly, we love you. And then that's my Naya. She misspelled this word last night, wreath. And so we asked her like 3 or 4 times to spell it. And she kept on spelling it like wrong because she was distracted. So Daddy made her write it. Looks like 20 times or something like that. But it says, Kimberly, we love you. Richard and Sanaya. Oh, that's my family. I'm actually feeling kind of colorful today. I just want to say hi, YouTube. So I am gonna do like parts of my story, and so as I wait for my microwave or my toaster oven to make my Swedish meatballs, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do like something to start it. So when I was like 11, I remember it was my first time I ever smoked marijuana. Okay, and I was with my best friend Tina, and we found a little like roach in this guy's yard that we were hanging out with, and his name was Big Nose. And I'm not sure why we were hanging out with him because he was much older, like an older man, and he didn't know we smoked that roach we found in his yard. And we were sitting in the garage, and she's like, it wasn't very long, and she's like, we gotta go. And I was like, how long have we been here? And she's like, not very long. And I started feeling weird, and I started praying to God. I'm like, I'll never do this again. But that was my first time I started, and I had a little problems with that because it freaked me out. But that was the first start. And then at 14 I started drinking alcohol, and like I got my hands on malt liquor. And I feel like I did become an alcoholic at that age because I was always asking people for $2 to buy a 40. So, but then I kind of grew out of that. And then I had a friend, Carol. She was my best friend. And her aunt, I'm trying to find a place to put my phone. Sorry, guys. Let's do that. Her aunt gave us I don't know, like we did that the stuff that's like math but with the E. We did that, but we did it not very much. Again, it was like just a experimental. And so I had already, by the time that I turned 17, and that's when I first got my first like taste of addiction. Okay, so anyway, so I tried the math, I tried drinking, I tried the Mary Jane, and then on when I was 17 years old, I was having some really bad pain in my lower abdominal, like bad cramping, and my mom gave me Advil, Tylenol. She tried to do almost everything that she could think of. Hold on, let me get this real quick. And I'm just gonna put it down like a little bit. So anyways, so she offered me a Vicodin. And my dad died of a heroin overdose that I found out when I was 8. When he first died, my mom told me that he died from a heart attack in his sleep, but I found out when I was 14 how he really passed away, and that was from an overdose. And so I was kind of like scared when she offered me the Vicodin because I kind of knew about what I heard, that it's a lot like heroin, heroin, the other one, like my dad died from, but it's pharmaceutical. And I was just already I was 17. So I told her no, and she said, don't worry, it's okay. And I know my mom didn't mean for me to, like, but it was a risk she took, and I actually liked it. I got really like high, and I like to feel like I was all of the things I've tried: smoking and the Mary Jane, doing the up stuff, drinking, all together at once. I felt it, and it was like so you couldn't tell, undetectable is what I was trying to tell about. Because pills you can't taste, you can't smell, and you can't really tell when somebody's on them. And anyways, my mom, she didn't want to hurt me, but she was just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but she helped me get them. Afterwards, when I'd ask her, at first I was like lying to her and saying I'm in pain, but then she kind of probably caught on because, whatever. But that continued until I got in a car accident, and then I could get them myself because I got hit by a car, and a man broke his back his mirror on my back, my lower lumbar. Stop it. And so I was able to get painkillers from there, and so I was really bad off, and I would take up to 10 of them at a time at my later part of my addiction. Not 10, maybe about 10 of the 500s, but not. I don't know, I could take 5 or 6 of the 10 milligram oxycodones like crazy. I built up a tolerance like crazy. And then, so I guess I'm going to stop it at that because there's so much more to it, but by the grace of God, I've been clean from painkillers since 2017. I have not had any issues with that. I had to learn how to, I couldn't drink anymore either because I still was drinking up until I started drinking, like I was drinking about 3 years ago, right before I started dating and got with Richard, and I noticed I relapsed twice, not at in the same period of time, but each time I relapsed. Stop, Socks. No, he wants to go outside. Quit. I just got him a little sprinkle. Each time I drank, my inhibitions got lower. So I'm not a drinker. I've been clean off of that too. So I just know, and I was on counseling for a long time, doing AA, all that stuff, and then doing counseling, and then I have a program people that I see to help keep me in track, and I see a doctor once a month, now it's on once every 2 months, and I am on this stuff that's called Subzol, and it's just 1 tablet of those a day, because that is actually been what saved a lot of my situations. So I take that, but other than that, and I was on some antipsychotics and stuff for a while because I got to a crazy point in my life where they certified me as psychosis, otherwise not specified. So I'm on disability because of a lot of the stuff that I went through. I did try to get a job, and I was working there for a minute, but it didn't work out, and so it's just I'm waiting. I might pursue going back to college. I have my associate's degree. I got that before I went to prison and all that, but yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps. I'm gonna stop now. I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, here's my food. Let me show you what I made. This is some Swedish meatballs from Boston Market. It'll do. But I hope y'all have a blessed day. I hope that kind of helps give you some more info about me. If you have any more other questions, I'd love to answer them. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye, Kimleys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.